Working on my John Deere baler 336. It has a manual pipe going up through there clear way up to the tractor. Goes back for the distance controller for the kicker. You turn the pipe when you sit on the tractor, turns the dial on there. I wanted to go to electric, and I'm not gonna buy all the John Deere parts. I've sourced up some parts. Oh, camera's in the way. This happens to be a window regulator assembly out of a Dodge Durango. It's what it happens to be. It's what I have. Try to do this one-handed. Hey. 12-volt motor, 90-degree gearbox, worm gear. Alright, so I got my motor, 12-volt motor. This is a worm gearbox, and 8 spline, I believe it's 8 spline gear on the end. This gear, this is my first attempt. Let's see, oh yeah, that does show up. This plastic piece on the inside, this is just a piece of pipe, or yeah, pipe. I shoved that, well, cut down, there was a plastic pulley on the end of that gear. I shoved that in a piece of pipe and machined the collar open, put a roll pin in it, slid that over the outside of this. So that was on the gearbox. That slid over the top. There wasn't enough give in that setup. So I had another idea. These are square sockets. The flats on there are 2 different squares. But a 7/16 socket. This ain't it. What size is this? Ah, this one's a 3/8. 7/16 slid right over there. So I cut that was 1/2-inch drive. Cut that off, so I just had the spline part. And then the universal joint in here is just a regular universal joint. This is a 3/8 drive universal joint. And then the original stub going down in there is a piece of 3/8, a 3/8 bolt with a roll pin going down in that slot. Now it has a universal joint in there. I just backed it up a little bit. It has plenty enough give in it. Can move back and forth. Because the original this is the original Deere setup. See, it has the same type of joint on there and a roll pin on the end, and that slid into the actual valve itself. So I made this part and that universal that I made and pushed it right into the socket drive. Oh, I also cannibalized an extension cord so I can hook it up, and the camera lens is right in the way. Just an extension cord, nothing fancy. I just cut one end off. I left a bunch extra in case I want to do it. Put this on another tractor. And that is a reversing contact off of a winch that I had. So forward and reverse. Hydraulic swing cylinder mounts. 12-inch stroke cylinder. Just got to move 8-10 inches. I'm sure there's some geometry or something you can do, but this mount here, nope, that won't work. This mount here, nope, that won't work either. This hole in this is offset in the piece that I got. I don't know about you guys, but drilling holes for me is about miserable. I got a whole pile of drill bits, but so what I come up with, come on, turn that over. That offset in that hole. Yep, that'll work. Yep, that hole clear. Yep, that'll work. Weld it up.